On to all of my Aries. So this is for the 2023 yearly overview. Let's see what it is that you Aries got. All right, so let's see what you've got. So for you Aries, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Fool, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Cups, the World, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay. So for 2023, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Fool, the Four of Cups. For you Aries, it's about letting go of all of the people who ain't about anything in your life right now. That's what this reading is about so far. This is about you not feeling bad at all for letting go of these people. You should have let go of them a long time ago. It's about setting yourself free this year, because you're in a situation, Aries, where you want to be contributing member to society. You want to actually help people. A lot of times, Aries people are generous. I would know. But the thing is that generosity sometimes gets taken advantage of. The type of people that you can hang around are people that are not necessarily the most functional of people. That's true. But at the same time, you also have to take into consideration, my dear Aries, that part of it is your fault. And it's up to you, Aries, to realize that part of these people that you're meeting, the quality, is your fault. Part of it. But you shouldn't have to, but you shouldn't keep them in your life though, because this is a situation where these people can tend to be a person who is a sabotager, right? A person who tends to sabotage you. They'll try to get in your way and do all types of things to ultimately, get in your way. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Cause more damage than what's really necessary for you. Mess up your job, or potential job, mess up your potential loved ones. So these people can come right back on around, right, that you used to hang out with on that level, used to have a crush on, try to mess up aspects of your life. The Four of Cups is that, you have a lot of options right now. You do have some options as far as the people that you can date. But right now, it's a matter of make sure that those people are actually viable, right? Because I've seen Aries really get themselves, and there's a habit that I've seen of Aries. I've seen Aries really hang out with people who are not successful in their own right. And the Aries is footing the bill for everybody. They're covering the bill. And that's cool every now and again, right? But people get offended at that type of stuff because people think that you're being charitable to them, even if they're asking you for certain things and you giving it to them, or whatever the case may be. Like, again, they're not bright. And then when that stirs up dysfunction now, and you Aries decide to leave, and you say, okay, fine, because you asking for too much. You want too much, right? They want too much. Now all of a sudden they get mad at that. Well, what were they trying to do? Were they trying to teach the lesson of, well, that's your fault? Yeah, don't play that game. You should never be, well, I gotta teach you the lesson. So that's not the best thing to do, because you're going out of your way. I'm not saying you, but the person is going out of their way to teach you this lesson. But why though? And then you have the Seven of Swords, right? So the Seven of Swords is now you having to learn to mark your boundaries. You having to learn that, if these people are really your friends, or people really trying to get to know you, from friendship to dating, These are the people who are going to understand healthy boundaries because they would be healthy themselves, right? The general sense of healthy, they will be healthy themselves. So they're not going to have so much of a difficult time respecting boundaries. If you, Aries, see that these people have a hard time respecting boundaries, it means that they want you too much, and it means that you should not hang out with them. Now, if you want to hang out with them, that's at your own risk. But I'm letting you know that means that you probably shouldn't be trying to hang out with them. Why? Because they don't understand boundaries. They don't understand a healthy sense of boundaries, which is a red flag. That's not something that you would want around you. The Four of Pentacles, this being a situation for you where you also have to take into consideration that the next thing for you to do is to also understand that what you've got cooking up is you still have other people that you can hang out with. You have a lot of options as far as romantic is concerned, finance, you have a lot of options. But we're talking about it romantically. But yes, as far as money is concerned, of course, of course. It's just that when it comes to your people, situating your people problem, then you have the Ten of Swords, learning how to let go, learning how to stop playing the blame game, because this goes either way, right? This goes either way, whether it's whether it's yourself, whether it's the other person, learning how to forgive this person and learning how to forgive yourself, you know, understanding that that's where the power is. Just because a particular group of people are wild and then they're not very functional does not mean that you have to participate in it. So you could still be in a situation where you can still very much so be cordial with people, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that you have to engage with them. It doesn't mean that you have to hang out with them. So the Five of Cups and the world now represents, just take that into consideration. The Five of Cups represents the grieving stage that those people happen to be in when you left them alone. And then the world is you still owe it to yourself to go out there. And a lot of you Aries are starting to realize that, right? Aries, I'm telling you from personal experience, me having an Aries moon myself. My mom was supposed to be an Aries, but my mom ended up being a Pisces because my mom was immature. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say is, sorry about that. What I'm trying to say is that you gotta Aries is a zodiac sign where a lot of y'all, like I said before, I'm not saying that all the time, but let's take a look at Robert Downey Jr. Let's take a look at Kristen Stewart. The type of people that you tend to meet are not necessarily usually the people that are bringing a whole lot to a relationship for you. You're usually bringing more in the situation. And that's okay if the person doesn't necessarily have the finances, but they have the character. Then that's one-to-one. That's cool. That's a good thing. But usually the person does not have the character. And you, Aries, will still be generous anyway. And although that sounds cool, the person will still try to use you, unfortunately. So the world represents, you owe it to yourself to go out there and see what exactly is going on out there. When I mean out there, I mean travel if you must. Get to know people. Really engage in a way where you really want to get to know people. It's bigger than your state. It's bigger than your city. Trust me, I would know, being to a couple of different states and countries myself. So, I mean, you can get people choosing up on you from anywhere, pretty much. The Ace of Swords, represents this being a situation for you where, and building those relationships, as big and as wide as you possibly can. Dating is worldwide, Who's to say if you don't move to Colombia or Brazil or something like that, or, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, Latvia, because I got a lot of, Latvian people who watch my channel. Shout outs to y'all. Peruvian, shout outs to y'all. Go to Peru or something like this. that, you know, you meet somebody and then, you know, because your money flips. Your money ends up flipping how many different times? Buy a home out there, and then you actually begin to live out there, right? You actually be able to probably live out there cheaper than you would out here. But the point that I'm trying to make here is dating is a worldwide thing. And why are you holding yourself back here? Oh, I can't believe this, that, and the third happened. You don't have to do that. If you're doing that, then really at this point, if you continue to do that in the year, then it means that you really haven't learned a whole lot. You're doing it to yourself when you really don't have to. And then you have the lovers, you know, and the lovers is that, yeah, you know, the lovers just, you know, you're getting into relationships with the incorrect premise of you being subservient, you being, you having to serve other people to prove that you're valuable and you're providing all this value, and people are not providing value to you. So always make sure that people are providing value to you in exchange, as well as you are providing value to them. Then it makes it one-to-one, where the two of you are clear on the two of you being able to provide value that helps the other person evolve in exchange. Okay, I don't know why people got themselves in the situation in the first place where they provide so much value, and then they got a group of people not providing value, and then now the other group of people is entitled and exploitative. And then the next thing you know, you as a group of the people who tend to be in that situation, now you got to free yourselves up from them. Don't hang out with anyone who is entitled and exploitative at all. If a person is telling you they need this and they need that and they need this and they need that, these are the type of people that you should probably run away from. Let's clarify the world. Let's clarify the world. You have the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups. Ooh, Eight of Swords. Oh, the Seven of Pentacles. Again, they're waiting for you, the ones from the past, the ones that you're potentially was trying to date recently in this year that you end up having to let go of, trying to see what type of value you brought to the table, trying to exploit you. And just before they left you alone, right, just before they ended up leaving you, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, you beat them to it, and you said, nah, you're not going to allow them to exploit you, and this is what got them caught up, because you got them caught off guard. Congratulations. A lot of you Aries are finally starting to implement the stuff that I'm talking about here on this channel. Congratulations. You're learning when a person is trying to exploit you from the jump, so you don't even get yourself caught up in that. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Excuse me. So you have the Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, going out there, but careful for anyone just in case if they're trying to make it seem like they're so independent. Those are the people who are some of the most dysfunctional. So just watch out for that. Also, too, yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say on that. Pretty much got it there. So the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Also, don't allow yourself to get too mad about anything. If you do, then always learn to apologize. Apologize to yourself. Keep it pushing. You don't necessarily have to apologize to the other person, but or go out of your way to do that. You can apologize to yourself and really forgive yourself and really forgive the other person, as well as move on. That's how you create the closure for yourself. And then you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is, now that you're in this situation, the Ace of Cups is learning how to walk away. So the King of Pentacles, learning how to create that closure. Ten of Cups, learning how to walk away. Anybody that does not go well with you when it comes to dating, let them go. got ourselves too many situations where you got people who don't want to let go. And it's really a situation where it's, to be quite honest with you, this is just my own perspective, it's really quite unhealthy. Let's clarify the lovers. It's really quite unhealthy. It's really quite unhealthy. So to clarify the lovers, you have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Hanged Man, Page of Pentacles. Queen of Cups is you, well, I should say this other person, wanting to get you emotionally hooked, right? And get you dependent off of them, even though they're dependent off of you too. The Queen of Wands, knowing when someone isn't going to change and learning to let that go. Learning who you Aries are going to learn a very valuable lesson in identifying who's a good idea to build a relationship with and who is not. What am I trying to say? Let me make it clear. In the Aries case, for the most part, Aries should be loners. Let me put it up on out there, because I don't want Aries to, be bumping their heads up against this wall trying to figure it out, so to speak. Then you have the Hangman and the Page of Pentacles. The Hangman and the Page of Pentacles is you need to recalibrate your life to where you end up being more of a loner. Aries is a zodiac sign that does not want to be a loner. Traditionally, when they're growing up, they want to be known for something. They want to have a lot of people around them. They want things to be festive. But Aries, you have to get to a point where you make yourself to a loner, because people will let you down and go out of their way to let you down. Not saying all the time, right? But a lot of times when you putting your heart out there, Aries, you can be foolhardy in the sense that you do put yourself out there, and you do tend to ignore certain things, even if it's clear, because you want love. And that's good that you want love, but people will try to use you. So you have to learn that repetition breeds contempt, But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get this YouTube channel to 3,500 subscribers by the end of January. As of right now, we have 3,445. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace.